Have you had a chance to shoot or go against your new teammates?
No, to be honest with you, no. I've only seen them today. It was the first time I've trained with them, so I haven't seen much.
Okay. What do you hope they can bring to the squad?
Yeah, I think goalkeeper-wise, great addition for us. Unfortunately, with Brad going down for such a long period of time, it's good to bring somebody in that's has really good experience coming from Mexico, and we're excited to have him. I think he's gonna have a big impact on our team, and as well as a center back that can fill in. Come in straight away and make an impact. Like I said, they're both experienced guys playing in a top division in Mexico, so we're really happy to have them.
What's going to be the key to getting 3 points at Toronto at BMO Field, where their defense hasn't been the best this season?
Yeah, we're really training hard on the tactical side of this game, and we match up well with Toronto. I think they're a good squad. Even though some of their results haven't been as good, they just won 4-0 last night against a great Montreal team. So we're not taking this game lightly at all, and we're going to use our tactics and the momentum that we had coming from great win against Miami into this one.
Yeah, what is the team's confidence level, would you say, before the Pachuca game, now going into Saturday?
Yeah, I think the good thing about this roster and this squad this year is no matter what has happened with injuries or results or whatever, we've kind of stayed, steady. I don't think we've gotten too low when things have gone down, and we haven't gotten too high when we've been doing well. So, we've had the same exact mentality throughout the season, and now we're just kicking into a next gear because we're trying to climb up that table.
You've now gotten some more playing time with Araujo on the side. How is y'all's chemistry developing?
Great, yeah. I think the chemistry between me and Luis is really, really good. He understands me, I understand him and what he likes to do, so I love playing with him.
And last time out, you guys got a clean sheet. Do you feel like you've figured out what's working on the defensive side?
That was really important for us. That was one of our goals going into the last game, is to not concede. In MLS, when you don't concede goals, you pick up points. So very important to not concede at home, and we're looking to continue that on Saturday against Toronto.
And you're one of the best in the league at creating chances, key passes. What's working for you so far this season?
Yeah, I think going back to the rotations, with Luis and Joseph and Ronaldo, I'm able to find space because those guys attract, so many defenders to them. So, I'm trying to get into dangerous areas and put, crosses into the box that can be goals. So I'm happy to be up there in the statistics, and hopefully that'll transition into more goals and assists for me.
And what's it been like with Joseph back? He seems to have given the team a lift. He's been involved in, I think, 4 of the last 5 goals you've scored.
Yeah, no, it's great to have Joseph back. He's a leader in the team, on and off the field, in the locker room. So we're really happy to have him. Anytime you have Joseph Martinez in your team, you're going to be successful.
You were a free agent. Could have signed with any club. Why come here?
Bueno, fuiste agente libre. Podrías haber fichado con cualquier club. ¿Por qué viniste a Atlanta?
And it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Porque es un reto para mí venir a esta liga, venir a este gran club. Para mí es muy especial y lo tomo como tal. Un reto, yo soy una persona que le gustan los retos, que le gusta aspirar a cosas grandes, y venir a Atlanta es el reto que yo quería tomar.
I think it's a big challenge for me to come to this league and to come to this great club. It's something that I take very seriously, but I'm very happy to be here, and I'm someone who likes challenges. So I think for me this is a good challenge.
Did you have other offers to consider?
Sí, tuve varias opciones en México, mismo en Estados Unidos y en Europa también, pero quedo contento con la decisión que tomé y disfrutando también de estar acá ya.
Yes, I had various offers in Mexico, in the U.S., and in Europe, but this was the decision I made, and I'm very happy to be here.
Were you familiar with the club from its games against America and Monterrey and Pachuca?
Si ya sabías de Atlanta United por partidos contra equipos mexicanos, como...
Sí, claro que ya sabía, ya lo conocía, ya me había tocado verlos. Mismo me tocó ir a verlos en el juego que tuvieron contra Chivas, contra mi antiguo club, ahí en Guadalajara. Y también Ronaldo, también ya conocía el cuerpo técnico, los conocía, nunca había podido hablar con ellos, pero ya conocía el club.
Yes, I knew about the club, and I had watched them play, and I saw the team play when they came to Guadalajara against my past club Chivas for that match, and then I've been able to speak to Ronaldo, and I knew the coaching staff, so I knew about them.
What will you bring to the club? How will you help them get wins?
¿Qué puedes aportar al equipo? ¿Cómo vas a ayudar
Mi experiencia, sobre todo que he tenido durante estos años. Sé que soy joven, pero creo que he tenido mucha experiencia y sobre todo que estoy aquí para ayudar a lo que se necesita en el club, tanto el cuerpo técnico, a mis compañeros, dentro y fuera del campo.
My experience, I'm still a young player, but I've had a lot of experience in my career, so I think I can add that. And then I'm just here to help the coaching staff and the group with whatever it is that they need from me.
This team has given up a lot of set-piece goals this season. Obviously, your height is going to be a big advantage in stopping that, but what else can you bring to help them improve?
Dice que, bueno, el equipo ha concedido varios goles de pelotas paradas esta temporada. Obviamente tu altura puede ayudar en eso, and just how he's going to help on set.
Yeah.
¿Y cómo crees que puedes ayudar en ese aspecto?
Creo que sí, se puede ayudar, hay que trabajar para ello. Creo que hay que aprovechar las cualidades que cada uno tiene y ponerlas a disposición del equipo y para ayudar en lo que se pueda, tanto en los balones parados como dentro del campo también.
Yeah, that's something that we have to work on. I think we need to take advantage of the qualities of each guy, and we're going to continue to work on that. But of course, we know that that's something we can work on, and I'm here to help however the team needs me.
Are you good with the ball at your feet? Because that's something that Pineda demands from all the players.
Si te gusta, si eres bueno con los pies, que dice que es algo que Gonzalo pide de
Sí, me ha tocado trabajar con cuerpos técnicos que les gusta, al igual que Gonzalo, salir jugando, tener la posición del balón, y creo que eso me ha ayudado tanto en el equipo como en la selección nacional.
Yes, I've worked with other coaches who like the same style that Gonzalo does, goalkeepers who are able to play out from the back, both at the club level and with the national team, so yes.
Is it good that you can't play until the transfer window opens on July 7th? You get time to learn your teammates and kind of get familiar with everything?
¿Crees que se puede ser bueno, que no puedes jugar ya, que tienes unas semanas para conocer a los compañeros y el grupo?
Sí, creo que es muy bueno. Yo ya quería estar con el equipo, quería conocer el club, quería sentirme ya acá en Estados Unidos. Y para mí es bueno este tiempo, ¿no? Ahorita estoy para apoyar, estoy para aprender los nombres, aprender qué es lo que quiere Gonzalo, ver mis compañeros y todo, y conocer, y a final de cuentas estar listo, ¿no? Para cuando se requiera.
Yes, I wanted to be here right now, so this is a good time for me to support the team, but also to learn everything, to learn all the guys' names, to learn all my teammates and exactly what the coaching staff wants. So I think it's good, and I'm trying to do that.
Last two for me. What is your goal for this season? What do you hope to accomplish?
¿Cuál es tu objetivo para esta temporada?
Trascender, ¿no? El equipo está hecho para cosas grandes, queda la mitad del torneo para adelante, creo que debemos de aspirar siempre al campeonato, es un equipo grande que debe pensar siempre en el campeonato, y en lo personal, primero en estar listo para cuando Gonzalo requiera y poder ayudar al equipo a conseguir los objetivos.
I think as a group, this is a team that has a lot of quality, so our goal is always to compete for a championship, and then on a personal level, just to be ready whenever Gonzalo and the team needs me, just to be there for whatever that is.
And your new teammate, what does he bring to the squad?
Y Burrata, ¿qué crees que aporta al grupo?
Esa intensidad con la que él juega, la forman también en cómo le gusta salir con el balón. Es un jugador muy técnico, y muy rápido también. Y va muy bien por arriba, entonces creo que todo eso nos puede ayudar al equipo para la forma de juego de Gonzalo.
The intensity that he brings, he's another player who likes to have the ball at his feet, have possession and play out. So that also, he's good in the air, he's fast. So I think he's a good addition.
Raúl, I'm Sam. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How did you feel about your form at Guadalajara before you came here? And what's your confidence level like right now coming into the land?
¿Cómo veías tu momento en Chivas antes de venir y cómo, cuál es tu nivel de confianza llegando acá?
Bien, la confianza está al máximo, por venir a un club que te quiere, por venir a un club que te estaba buscando, que te sientes como en casa, que te dan todas las facilidades para que tú estés bien. Creo que el venir a Atlanta para mí fue la mejor decisión.
I think the confidence is at a maximum to come to a club where you know that they want you and they came out looking for you. So to arrive to a great club like that is really good for your confidence.
Were you aware of Gonzalo being the head coach here before you came here, and was that part of your decision to come?
Si ya conocías que, bueno, Gonzalo era el director técnico aquí, y si eso influyó en tu decisión.
Claro que influyó por la forma en como uno viene del extranjero, para la adaptación que sea más rápida, tener mayor comunicación y todo. Sí influyó un poco en que el cuerpo técnico fuera no mexicano, sino de que hablara español para poderme adaptar lo más rápido posible.
Of course, I think it influenced some. Whenever you have a coach and a coaching staff who's able to speak the same language, it helps with the adaptation process and the communication. So not necessarily that they're Mexican coaching staff, but that they're Spanish speaking.
Is El Tri, is that a goal? Get back?
Sí, es un objetivo volver a la selección.
Totalmente. Para eso hay que trabajar y hay que mostrarlo dentro del campo.
Totally. For that, I just have to work and show it on the field.
The two newest signings, what do you like about them so far?
Well, there are two positions that obviously we needed. We need reinforcements there. Gudiño is a goalkeeper with a lot of experience for his age. He played in Europe. He played in Mexico in a big club like Chivas. So we think he can be the right fit for that position to compete. He has a good size. He goes well for the long crosses and all that. So I think that's a plus. And about Juan Jose Sanchez Purata, he is a center back that plays out from the back very well. He's very strong, even though he's not super tall. He has a good body to jump in the air. He's very good in the aerial duels. So he has a lot of the attributes that we want for a center back here.
Was their ability to defend set pieces, their aerial ability, the height, was that something y'all were specifically trying to look for with these signings, considering the set piece issues you've had this season?
Yeah, of course, it's part of it. Of course, when you look at that, yes, you want players that can deal with that, but it doesn't change the fact that when we put Marcelino on the field, Luis Araujo, Thiago, we're kind of smaller there, right? Just by size, and we have Brooks, even though he goes well in the air, he's not super tall and stuff like that, so it doesn't change too much. I mean, we have Adam Franco and George Campbell that are taller and they go well in the air. I mean, the position won't change that much. We will still have two good aerial dual winners, center backs, right? So it's not exactly the main point, but obviously it helps that both are good on that.
I know you said you don't really get involved with scouting. They just kind of tell you what's going on, so to speak. But did you know these players? Did you ask the scouting department to look at these players?
No, so it's not like I don't look at it. It's just they trim it down the main targets, and then we all as coaching staff, we look at them in different perspectives, and then we kind of give back our points of views. I knew both of them, obviously. I'm aware of both, but I went more in depth on analyzing their games and their styles and their tendencies and their attributes. And so far, so good, and in terms of what they can provide to the team.
Any other signings incoming?
Yeah, maybe. maybe. I mean, this time is sensitive at times. It's not good to talk because what if it doesn't come? What if maybe 2 or 3? I mean, you never know. So we will see. They are working on that. I know that they're working very hard on something else.
Want to hit at what position it might be?
No, because I mean, there are some positions that we're looking at. It's not just one. That's why I cannot trim it down for you.
Is that roster flexibility with the potentially 22 spot? Is that where y'all are kind of looking?
Yes, yes, that's one. I mean, you can tell me what do you think we need, but I think we are very good on every position. I think I have enough competition, even with the injuries. I mean, we have enough competition, and that's what I want to get. Always the ability to push the starter with another player that can also be a starter in certain points of the season, and that already happened after 13 games. I think everyone played at least 1 minute, and that's something is not common. So that speaks very high about the way we build the roster and the type of players we have. We're happy with that.
Toronto is a team that's had some issues on defense this season. What's going to be the key to going up there and getting, I think, the second road win in franchise history at BMO Field?
Yes, I remember last time we were there, we had a not easy, but a good victory there. And then I think they changed the coach. I think Bob Bradley is a coach that likes the intensity, that likes to play always in a certain way, that tries to dictate the tempo of the games, whether it's the high pressure, the good possession, disrupting lines, breaking lines through the middle. They have obviously the quality to play all those styles, all those tendencies, and I think it's going to be a very intense match where I think our ability to disrupt their high pressure is going to be tested, and it's going to be the first game out of many that probably most of the teams, they kind of drop back and play a lower block. I don't think that's going to be the type of game we're going to face against Toronto. So we have to be ready to really be good in possession and disrupting lines, and that's going to be the test for our team. Obviously, our ability to connect with our front four talented players, I think, is going to be key as well, and how much good quality chances we can create out of our combinations in the final third.
What is Sosa's timetable for return? Do you have one?
No, not yet. I mean, we're still working on that. He's doing some stuff more in the gym, but he still have some symptoms of, after the virus or whatever happened. He still doesn't feel completely okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about Emerson getting the start on Saturday. What's the decision behind that, and is that going to be the normal spot for him going forward, or will him and Setsu kind of interchange? What's the thought process behind it?
Well, the decision was because he's a freaking good player. He's a freaking good player. He's a very good connector. I really like Emerson as a connector in that part of the field, and his ability to again receive in those areas and then being able to play in between the lines is just fantastic to me. So that's the number one decision, is because he's a good player. Number two, I mean, Rossetto was carrying on after the game in Columbus some tightness in the legs and some heavy legs, and we prefer not to risk anything with him. Now he's been training 2 weeks on the road, like full intensity and that. So now he's again in discussions to be back. But I think again, center mids is another position that I have a lot of competition. As you mentioned, we have Santi, we have Ibarra, we have Rossetto, we have Emerson, we have Amar. Tyler can also compete in that position. So we feel like we have a lot of good midfielders there. So I feel at this point that anyone I can put in the lineup is going to perform at the very high standard. So if I put Rossetto, it's going to do very well. If I put Emerson, it's going to do very well. If I put Santi, it's going to do very well. So that's the beauty of what we have in that position, is we have confidence in all of them.
Does Emerson offer something that maybe Mateus doesn't?
They're different type of players. I think Emerson breaks lines more through the passing, and Rossetto also through the passing, but also through the dribbling. So they are kind of different players that produce in different type of games. Maybe one can be better for the team than in others, but I think both are fantastic players. As number 8, they're probably not a typical number 6 as holding center mid. They are not maybe that position for the typical perception of that, but they are a very good number 8 that connect the ball and progress the ball forward.
Everyone came away really impressed with Caleb Wiley on Saturday. What's kind of the next steps in his progression, do you think? What does he need to work on to maybe keep growing and maybe reach a pretty high level here soon?
Yes, I think first of all he needs minutes. Young players, they need minutes. They need to live the experiences. Coaching points here in the training session are good, development and all that. But the best way to develop a young talented player is giving him minutes. So that's number one. The game teach him more than a coach. So they are going to start to see different situations, different types of wingers, different types of forwards that they have to defend in different ways. And at times, yes, we try to help them out and guide them. And Rob, Diego, Eugenio, they do a great job on that mentoring. But the game itself teach them more. And number two, I think the growth on the professionalism and being available for every game and how you take care of your body through a long season and your habits and off the field, on the field, and a little bit on just polishing a little bit of the deficiencies that he may have. There are not many. That's a good thing. He's a player with a big potential. So we're trying to do that collectively, help him out. But I think he's a kid that we believe is going to have a great career.
Joseph and Luis are finally getting some more time on the field together. How happy are you with the way they've been connecting these past 2 games?
Yes, great. It's not just having the time together, but the way they are connecting to each other is being impressive. Not just in the games, but in training sessions. They've been doing some plays that we say, "Wow, what a fantastic play!" They just do one twos here and there, and then they put themselves unselfishly in front of the goalkeeper, in front of goal, and then I think that if that connections start to grow, and we have also competition there, because when Thiago is available, I have Ronaldo, Marcelino, Joseph, Luis. I have good options there, and the connections with those two, and then if you add Thiago, Marcelino, Ronaldo, I think it's a very good group of players that can produce a lot in the final third.